Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video and the first video of this year. I'm very happy to have you and I hope we have a great year ahead of us. To start the year off, I want to talk a little bit about my plans for the year when it comes to my personal life, I guess. There are a lot of things planned for this year that I'm not going to get into, but I have 3 different things that I want to talk to you about that I hope will make this year a very good year. So first up, I have made a bingo board for the year. My husband has made one also. We sat down yesterday as of me filming this on New Year's Eve and made those. I've already ticked off the free space I put in the middle of the board, and I've ticked off making a snow angel because we got so much snow from like 6 p.m. yesterday, New Year's Eve, as of me filming this, and up until, well, it's still snowing now and it's 2 o'clock. So I decided to bite the bullet and get that out of the way as soon as possible in case there is no more snow this season and in case there's no snow come winter towards the end of the year. But I put a lot of varied things on this bingo board. The snow angel was pretty easy. I have on there to eat a vegan meal and to eat sushi, 2 things I don't do, but they're like, I do it once and it's done and it's finished, sort of. And then I've put to reach 500 subscribers on this channel, which is in a way outside of my control. I'm at 354, I think, as of me filming this, and I wanted to reach 500 last year in 2024, but I didn't because I wasn't very consistent. But I want to reach 500 this year, and it's like 150 subscribers away. It's not impossible, but I can only do so much with that. I can only make what I think is good videos and put time and effort in and just hope that the algorithm and the keywords I put in and, you know, all that reaches the right people and that the right people like what I do. I have also put on the bingo board to put up at least 40 videos on this channel this year. I was very consistent in my first year. I think I uploaded around 45 videos maybe. I didn't miss one for about 40 weeks. And my intention for this year is also to do weekly videos. I do have a lot of ideas and I do have a plan for the first couple months at least, which feels really good. But if you have any ideas for videos you want to see, put a comment down below and maybe I'll add that to the list. But again, I have one of my bingo squares is to put up 40 videos at least. Like when I've put up 40, I get to take that off. Ideally, I'll put up a video a week, which is around 52 videos or 53. I don't know how many weeks this year runs. But yeah, that is a goal that will take a lot longer because I'm not going to bash out 40 videos in January and be done with it. But making a snow angel, I could do just the one time. So the bingo board is one part of it, and I have this little notebook here where I've put it into, and also just I'm going to use this a little bit as a journal this year, which I'm really excited about. I haven't journaled ever, but like I haven't had a diary since I was a kid. I haven't done anything like that, and I do think it could be good for me to write things down and like process like that, and or just have as memories, you know. And I'm really into the idea of trash journaling. We'll see if I do that also and if I use the same notebook for it or another one. The second thing I'm going to do this year is that I'm going to be taking myself on solo dates or dating myself. Once a month is my plan, or once a month on average. And that is because I tend to forget to do things for myself, and I tend to forget to do things just for fun. And so I want to do fun things for myself, with myself, to just spend more time doing fun things with myself. And I don't know if that sounds a little bit weird, but I really want to do it. And I thought about it in the late summer, early fall of 2024, and I didn't really get around to it. But on Friday, today's Wednesday, so on Friday, I'm going to go see Wicked in the cinema all alone. There are going to be other people there, but I'm not going with anyone. And I'm going to go for dinner afterwards. Just me, myself, and I. And I think it's going to be really fun both to see Wicked and have a good meal, but just I want to do these things for myself and I want to do them with purpose. Like I go secondhanding sometimes on my own and I like that, but I don't know, it feels not like a chore because I like doing it, but I just want it to feel purposeful and intentional. And if I go secondhanding, I want it to be its own event. I don't want it to be just like, oh, I'll just nip in on the way home. No, I want to make it memorable, purposeful. I don't know. I just want to put a little bit more into it. Maybe go thrifting and stop and have a fika, which is a very Swedish thing. Just stop for a bite to eat, stop for a snack somewhere. Maybe that. Just make a little bit more of it. And I have put go to the cinema on my bingo board, so I can tick that off on Friday. I'm starting off pretty strong with that. But I also want to take a solo trip somewhere and stay overnight somewhere all on my own. And it's not like, oh, I need to have independence, but also I want to kind of prove to myself that I can do it, that I have what it takes. I don't usually do a lot of things alone, and I just want to include that and do that. And then the third thing I'm doing, I sort of brainstormed a name for it, but the name isn't really good, so we'll see if I come up with something better for it. But the title I sort of had in mind was The World Doesn't Suck, But I Might, and the world kind of sucks sometimes, so that's not really a good name. But basically I want to do also on average 1 a month, so 12 this year, but I can do them sort of in bulk. It doesn't have to be 1 in January, 1 in February, and so on. But I want to try to do new things. For example, now in January, I'm going to meet up with a friend in about a week and a half, and we're going to make candles, which is something I've never done before, and they make candles. And it's probably not as complicated as I make it out to be in my mind, not to discredit them or anyone else who makes candles, but just like, I think a lot of things are too difficult. I think a lot of things are too, they take too much for me to be able to do, because I'm not qualified, I'm not skilled enough, and so I don't do them. And I think I could find things that sound interesting, I could find enjoyable if I did them. So I have candles coming up, and I'm going to teach myself, or Teresa's going to teach me, to knit. And I'm going to knit myself a garment of some sort this year. It could be a scarf, it could be a sock, a single sock, it could be a cardigan, I don't know yet, but I want to learn to knit. And knitting and crochet is something I know very little of, both of them. I know the very, very basics of crochet, hardly, and knitting even less. I think I'd really enjoy them, but I also put them up on some sort of pedestal that they are so difficult and it's magic and the people who can do it are incredible, but it's too much for me to do. And I think, no, I think I could actually do it. So I have a few of those ideas. I don't have 12 yet, so if there's something that you think I could enjoy trying out, then let me know. But I just want to do these things for myself also, to prove to myself that I can do new things. I think that'll be a good thing to teach myself. I don't do a whole lot of new things because I put them on this pedestal of them being too difficult, and I'm scared to fail, and I think I'll have to fully commit to it. And I have this thing where if I'm not instantly good at something, I don't do it. That is not how I want to live my life, but that is how my brain works, and I want to try to rewire that a little bit and relearn that my worth is not based on my achievements, because that's something that I have at the back of my mind all the time, and I need to do things, I need to produce things, I need to be good at things, I need to perform and excel and achieve to be worthy of stuff, and that's not how I want to live my life. So at the ripe young age of 31, I think it's time that I even more try to change that. I have been trying a little bit over the years, but I think it's important that I really, really try to change my mindset on this. And who knows, maybe I'll find something I really love doing, whether that is candle making or knitting or watercolor or whatever it may be. I can just do things for fun, hopefully enjoy them, hopefully want to continue doing them, but just trying to make candles once, just trying to, I can't think of anything that isn't dangerous. Like, I don't want to go skydiving, I don't want to go do parkour, because my old broken foot won't deal with that. But like, I can just try going to a Zumba class and see if I like that. And if I don't, I never have to show my face there again, I just want to do things that are enjoyable. And I think if we backpedal to the dating myself thing, I think that will be really good. And it can be combined with some of the other things as well. It can be combined with learning a new skill or trying something new out. But I think it would just be really good to put that time towards myself, because it is so easy to just get stuck in the rhythm of things, the cycle of things. Wake up, go to work, go home, have dinner, sleep. Like, just that thing. And I spend a lot of my free time on this, so it's not like I'm just doing chores and sleeping and working, but I want to do things for myself and actually keep those promises to myself. I think that's really important too. if I've scheduled a cinema date for myself on Friday, bar me getting sick, you know, which I, knock on wood, hope won't happen, I want to keep that promise to myself and I want to make it special. And even if it's just going thrifting, which I do with some sort of regularity, I think it's just fun to make it a little bit something special. Have a fika, you know, do something special. I don't know what, it doesn't have to be, you know, go on a 3-month vacation somewhere, but just something small, just something dopamine inducing in the day-to-day, I think would be really good. Okay, I'm just hopping on here to add a thing that I forgot, so the angle and stuff might have changed, but I forgot to tell you about the 3 words for 2025. So I don't usually do any like words for the year or anything, but I think about 2 years ago, I, out of nowhere, went bold, brave, beautiful. As like, not a mantra, but just like as words that I kept repeating to myself. In the household, we kept repeating to ourselves, just as like an aim. And beautiful had nothing to do with looks or anything. It was just like bold, brave, beautiful. To be bold to do things, be brave to do things, and beautiful. I don't know, but it was a triple B. It was nice, you know? And then in the end, like November time, October maybe, of 2024, I thought of round, rested, and resilient for 2025. And I want to have that a little bit as just a guideline, I guess, for the year. And they can be interpreted, like I said, they can be interpreted however we see fit, however I see fit. But round can be just like, be soft, be round, be well-rounded. You know, it can be interpreted like that too. Rested, prioritize rest. I want to figure out what recharges me, because sometimes it is lying on the couch and doing nothing, but sometimes when I spend a weekend doing that, I don't feel any rested when Monday rolls around and work happens. And resilient is, again, like, just stick with it, be resilient, it is a bit like the bold and brave, just in a new word, of just like dare to do, ask questions, be resilient. You know, I can't phrase that better in this moment, but I've been thinking about it, and it's a word I want to carry with me into the year. Another thing is that in 2025, I am actually going to be working less at my job. I have a full-time employment. I work 40 hours a week, but I am pulling that down, and instead of doing 100%, I'm going to be doing 90%, which for me means that I will get a day off every other week. It's going to be every other Monday. It's going to be great. It does mean that my salary gets lowered, my pension gets lowered, if I get sick, my sick pay will be lower, all of that. But it also means I get time, and time to me is really, really valuable. I really value time. That's what I just said. And I am hoping to spend that time resting and taking care of myself, but also on this channel and also doing fun things. I might spend that day knitting, who knows? But I just want to have that time, and we can financially pull it off. And so it's something that I'm going to be doing this year, and I apply for it a year at a time. So I have no idea what 2026 and onwards will look like at this point. But for this year, I'm going to be working less, and I'm really excited about it, to spend that time on myself and what I want to do and resting, you know, doing fun things. So I just want to add that back to the previous video. So I would love to hear down below if you have made a bingo board for this year, if you have any suggestions for things that I might like to try for solo dates or just new things to try this year, and what you are most looking forward to this year. I have a lot of things, or several things, a few things that I'm looking forward to this year, and I look forward to hopefully getting a bingo. And I haven't decided if a bingo is the end all be all of it, or if, you know, if I want to reward myself for something or with something if I get bingo once or twice or several times. I think that I should just let the bingo board be its own thing, and like, if I get a bingo, great, I got a bingo this year, that's all that matters. But I'm gonna have a little think on that and see if I want to do something more, something else. So let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have a very good start to the year, and I'll be back with another video soon, so I hope to see you then. Bye!